Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, and welcome to the Microsoft Learn AI Skills Challenge Learn Live series. I'm Carlotta Castelluccio. I'm a cloud advocate at Microsoft. I'm focused on artificial intelligence technologies. And before bringing on stage our speakers for today's session, I just wanted to quickly introduce you to this new Learn Live series. So what is Microsoft Learn AI Skills Challenge? It's a full learning experience in the world of artificial intelligence and specifically generative AI, which includes a Microsoft Cloud Skills Challenge. So for those of you who are not familiar with a Cloud Skills Challenge, this is a self-learning gamified experience in which you will be going through a collection of content on the Microsoft Learn platform that have been selected for you. And you will be having 4 tracks for this Cloud Skills Challenge about Microsoft Fabric, Azure OpenAI, Azure Machine Learning, and Azure AI Fundamentals. So you can pick your favorite topic and you can start your self-learning experience on Microsoft Learn, and you will be eligible for a free exam voucher. So I encourage you to click on the link click on the link on the screen to learn more about this opportunity and getting started. And this is combined with a Learn Live series that we are starting today with this first session. So a guided training by subject matter experts is a mix of community people, student ambassadors, MVPs, and Microsoft employees that will be guiding you in the world of generative AI across 9 episodes, 9 Learn Live episodes streamed on YouTube and Twitch. And also they will be available on demand on the Microsoft Learn platform. And this will be running for a whole month. So starting 19th of March, it just started yesterday, and it will be running up to 19th of April. So looking into what we have here in terms of the Learn Live series, as I say, this is the first session of nine episodes. So today is all about using generative AI to ideate your startup. There's a bunch of other episodes. Tomorrow we'll be having another episodes around prototyping and MVP creation. Keep an eye on the agenda and register for the episodes you are more interested in. And if you would like to share your learning journey with some peers, you will find a friendly community on the Discord server. So if you want to join the Discord server community, just go to aka.ms/ai-community-discord, and you'll be having all these links in the chat as well. But now I think I've talked a lot. I want to bring on the stage our speakers for today. So Yuri and Chancho, that will be, guiding you around using generative AI to ideate your startup. So Yuri, Chancho, the floor is yours.
Hey, awesome. Yeah, thanks, Carlotta, for the intro. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well. So yeah, just first things first, I'm just gonna briefly introduce myself and then Chancho can do it as well. So my name is Yuri Asherman. I'm an aerospace engineer and also Microsoft Student Ambassador. And for the past 2 years, I've been developing a startup in the manufacturing industry. So we provide some predictive maintenance for metal cutting tools and using computer vision. So it was kind of a journey, and I just wanted to share a little bit of it with you guys. So yeah, it's now with you, Chinchal.
Thanks, Yuri. Hey everyone, my name is Chanchal Kuntal. I'm currently pursuing my bachelor's in technology from Banasli Vidyapeeth, which is in India. I'm also a Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador as well as LinkedIn Certified Marketing Insider. Apart from software side, I also love doing business analyst and marketing work. And I guess it's going to be great, like while giving this starting this generative AI and like how to ideate your startup. And that's all.
All right, awesome. So I just want to say I'm really happy to be joining you guys here for this kickoff session of the Microsoft Learn AI Skills Challenge series. It's with a total of 9 episodes, as Carlotta said, and I totally recommend you guys to watch it. So in this series, we explore the potential of AI across various business scenarios. So whether you are a startup founder ideating your business model, or let's say a data scientist or a software developer, we got you covered here. So you'll discover what are the best tools for you in Microsoft ecosystem and how to leverage them using AI. So yeah, let's jump here. So if you never joined the Learn Live series before, they are all based on Microsoft Learn modules, which are free learning. So you can actually follow along while we're doing the stream. And if you go to aka.ms slash learn live dash 2024-0320A, or you just get the link in the description. You can get started with us in this module that we're going to go through. Yeah, but first and foremost, let's jump into who else is here with us. Carlotta already talked to you, but yeah, we have here this amazing moderator with us. And yeah, so just please give a warm hi in the chat to Carlotta. She's straight from from the office in Rome, Italy. And yeah, she's gonna be there to whatever streaming service you're on, YouTube, Twitch, and she'll get you covered. Yeah, so it's really gonna be an interactive type session, so it's gonna be quite chatty. Me and Chen Chao, we're gonna be discussing, but if you have any questions, please ask them anytime. Just chat with us, talk to us, and let us know if you have ideas or how into you are in the topic. And yeah, we're really excited to hear what you got to say. And yeah, just a little advice here. So QR codes are going to be all over the screen and at some point. So get your phone ready to scan the QR codes and be in sync with us. And yeah, just a briefing. This the learning objectives here is just for a brief introduction into structuring a startup and kind of ideating and bringing all the skeleton that you need to get started. So we're going to go through some important statements that you're going to need to ideate and bring a little bit more. But yeah. So let's go down to the chase and get down to business. What do you say, Chincho?
Yeah, sure. So basically, in this module, first of all, the learning objectives, we'll be exploring and diversing functionalities and capabilities offered by the Microsoft Copilot and designers. We'll be leveraging about the multi-modal features of Microsoft Designer to enhance communication and engagement. We'll also be refining your prompt writing skills and techniques through which interactive sessions you can take place, and will also be like fostering critical and creative thinking abilities by engaging with alternative tools and to conduct comprehensive research utilizing the resources available on the tools. So basically, using those generative AI models, you can tailor the format and tone of interactions, ensuring effective communication and engagement. So, heading on to words. So, basically, in today's rapidly evolving world, the fusion of technology and entrepreneurship has become more crucial than ever. Like, as we stand on the precipice of innovation, it's essential to leverage cutting edge tools and techniques to ideate and propel our startups forward. So today I'm very thrilled to discuss like how we can harness the power of generative AI, often referred to as Gen AI, to ideate and shape the future of our startups. So firstly, let's demystify what Gen AI is all about. So basically, generative AI involves the use of artificial intelligence algorithms to generate contents, ideas, or even entire solutions autonomously. At its core lies sophisticated machine learning models like LLMs, which stands for large language models, such as GPT, which is generative pre-trained transformer. So basically, these tools or the LLMs, I can say, which have already revolutionized the way we interact and utilize AI. So the question arises now: how can we utilize Gen AI for ideation in our startup journey? So imagine having an AI collaborator that can brainstorm ideas, refine concepts, and even predict market trends. So tools like Microsoft Designer, ChatGPT, and DALI offered powerful capabilities to facilitate all these process. So basically, we have Microsoft Designer, which is also being used for how we can train models and to facilitate creating prototypes and designs, we can say. And then we have ChatGPT, which engages in conversational ideation. We can, or you can also use ChatGPT for brainstorming your ideas. And then we have DALI, which generates images from textual descriptions, sparking creativity in visual concepts. As you can see on the screen, the prompt which has been given over here is about which I have created on ChatGPT. So the output basically is about a cat outside. Basically, I've given a brief description and how that image generation is being taken place on ChatGPT. Now, I'll share my screen to show you how we can basically give a prompt and generate ideas and an image using Microsoft Designers. And I want Yuri to give me a single prompt so that I can tell the audience like how they can basically create an image.
Um, yeah. So let's stick to the cat idea. Bring a tiger playing tennis in animation style.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Um, yeah, I think your screen.
Is it visible?
Uh, are you sharing? Yeah, awesome.
Okay. So could you just pardon your prompt? A tiger playing tennis? Am I correct?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, let's see. What results do we get while we are creating image to Microsoft Designer? Just a second. I think I have some issues on the platform. And even you can see like the examples which have been there on Microsoft Designer already, which have been floating on the screen as well, like a party as a clay sculpture and everything. So basically you'll be getting so many image generations on Microsoft Designer as well. And even on Microsoft Copilot you can use basically create your presentation and everything. So as you can see on the screen, the prompt which was given to me by Yuri was a tiger playing tennis, and you can see the illustrations which has been created using Microsoft Designer. So you can even download this and like create designs out of this. Even you can copy all of them and edit these images. So this was all about how Microsoft Designer create image generation using this. And now if we talk about like this was an example how basically we create images using Microsoft Designers. Now we all know that like basically how we interact and discuss about things. So how can we utilize like about Gen AI is if we discuss about first of all ideation. So basically ideation isn't just about random ideas or generating any random ideas. It's about solving real world problems and challenges. So in the era of AI, we can leverage these technologies to gain deeper insights, identify patterns, and devise innovative solutions. So, whether it's optimizing supply chains, enhancing customer experience, or tackling environmental issues, AI powered ideation provides us with unprecedented avenues for problem solving. So, before we start, like how we can delve into the process of ideation and how it fits into the overall process of the startup landscape, uh, I'll just switch to the next screen where I'll be crafting a startup, a well structured ideation deck. and the instrumental in articulating your vision. So this tech typically comprises several key elements. I'll just switch to the next screen about the problem statement and solutions. Okay. So yes. So first, the key elements of the deck are problem solving, statement, solution, and objectives, and so on. So if we first clearly talk about the problem statement. So first, what the initial thing that you need to do is clearly define the problem or challenge your startup, which particularly aims to address. This sets the foundation of your ideation process or what the underscores the significance of your venture is. For example, if I want to work on any of a startup or example providing any of the educational services, first I need to clearly have what problem am I going to solve over there. Is it a social cause or it's just something about a technology which I'm passionate about? So then we can proceed with the solution which we are solving. Then we can outline our proposed solution or product offering. This should basically it should have the succinctly to convey how your startup intends to elevate the identified problem and deliver value to your target audience. So, objectives of that after creating your outline proposed solution, after that could be you can establish clear objectives and milestones of your startup, whether it's about market penetration, revenue targets, or technological advancements. Delineate the goals that drive your venture forward. So, this is the key objective. Make sure whenever you are working on a startup, for example, if I, Yuri, and Carolata, we are working on a startup and we have different models and different positions of working on a startup. So we should always have a one specific goal for focusing on the startup and objectives as well. If we guys or the people who are not working on a team are not on the same path, it may happen that our goals may not align with each other. And while working on a startup, it may happen that the startup doesn't excel well because we were not on the same path. So it's very important, or I can say very crucial, that all the team members and everything is on the same path, and you guys are having moving forward with one aim. Then talking about the skills, so you need to identify the skills sets and expertises needed to execute your vision successfully. So this could encompass like technical proficiency in your team, domain knowledge about even about business, marketing, or even entrepreneurial acumen. So basically, after while working on the required skills, you need to focus on like while keeping the team members, all of them focuses on which things. If, for example, if I'm a person who is mainly taking place of technology or developer, I'm working as a developer in a startup. So there will be people who will be functioning in the startup or a company at the backend, who will be someone who will be looking at the content writing on social media platforms, even managing social media platforms, the someone who will be looking at the business strategies, market growth, and everything. So the motivation after all this is like you need to share the underlying motivation and passion driving your startup. Maybe it would be about investors and stakeholders which are drawn to founders who are deeply committed to their mission and vision. So after working on a certain motivation, you are definitely going to achieve your startup or a dream or any of the idea. Not be it 100%, but yes, if you are aiming at a higher level, you are certainly going to achieve the 80 or the 90% of the same. So basically, by incorporating these elements into your ideation deck, you not only convey a compelling narrative, but also provide a roadmap for the future trajectory for a startup. So now let's move forward, like basically how we can ideate and identify a problem. Before that, I want Yuri to like explain about his project only, and at the end we'll be having live project which was being made by Yuri, and how he made the problem statement and solution and working on the technology. So yes, Yuri, over to you.
Yeah, here just a little comment. That's kind of our goal here to recreate this uh, visual template. So this one is straight from the learning module, and our idea is to replicate the same, but also to go a little deeper and to create a new idea. So if you guys have any possible idea or any interest that you have, you can share in the comments, and we can maybe work with that. But yeah, if not, I have some an option that we could use for this presentation. But yeah.
Okay. Then we comes on like how to define your idea. So basically when we are defining an idea, we should be like fundamental to the steps which I'll be telling you, and even they're crucial for startup ideation process. So first is understand your passion and expertise, because this will how you'll reflect your interests, passions and area of expertise. What topics or industries are you deeply knowledgeable about, or what problems do you find intriguing or worth solving? So are you solving a real life world problem, or just for a social cause, for helping someone, or for starting an organization, or some technological power which you are more passionate about? Then comes with is that you engage yourself in brainstorming sessions where you jot down all potential ideas without filtering them initially, because what will happen over here is when you are jotting down all the problems or the potential ideas in a diary, what will happen is that sometimes what happen is we are thinking about certain ideas, but we tend to forget that idea after a day or couple of weeks, or even we can say just after 5 minutes. So basically when you are writing all the ideas in a potential notebook without clearing that even this idea xyz idea is going to work out in the future or not, it will help you to like encourage creativity and explore different avenues even if they seem far fetched at first. So then comes with even like then comes is the market research, like how you're conducting through the market research to identify emerging trends, gaps in existing solutions and unmet needs. So means it's about analyzing competitors and examine customer reviews and feedbacks to understand pain points and areas for improvement. So what will happen over here is when you are taking feedbacks from the people or from the people who are your target audience. Target audience are basically the people. For example, if I am working on a startup, and yes, I am even working on that startup only, which is going to provide educational services to the people. So what will happen over here is the questions comes up with there are so many education services already being present there. So question comes is what USP am I providing over here is, am I going to provide something different? USP is the unique selling point. So what unique am I doing from the existing startups? And then comes this target audience. Target audience are basically the people who am I targeting to sell my services or products. So, for example, for educational services, I'm going to provide the courses, the foundational courses, maybe the smart lectures or about career counseling, all those things on a one platform. So, basically, the people who will be the target audience over here will be this ongoing school students or the college going students who need to get tutors or the mentors for their particular curriculum. So, this is how you evaluate your target audience. Then comes about the test the viability of your idea. It will be done by gathering feedback from potential customers with the target audience and address a genuine need. So, when you're gathering feedback from a certain authority or the people or from the audience only, so you'll get to know where you actually are lacking behind. You'll be getting the improvement areas and the furthermore things like where you can improve more and add some valuable points to your startup, which will help you in future for growing furthermore. So then you can come in the end is about refine your idea based on the feedback you have received and iterate them. This is more important, like how you are going to iterate them to enhance their feasibility and relevance. Then consider factors such as scalability, market demand, and competitive advantage during this stage. So the next thing which comes over here is how you identify a problem. So basically, while identify a problem, you may see on the screen there are already some sectors given on the domains like agriculture, education, healthcare, and about the finance, and even about the empowerments and many more. So basically, what you can do over here is you can observate and cultivate a keen sense of observation and empathy to identify problems, like not only the pain points experienced by the individuals or business in their daily lives, but how to pay attention to common frustrations, inefficiencies, or unfulfilled needs. Then comes about to how to analyze market trends and dynamics to uncover challenges and opportunities within specific industries or niche markets, I can say. So look for areas where existing solution falls short, or what was the reason for a certain startup to fall down, what were the fail to adequately address customer needs, what actually the people of the world or your country needs at that time, or the problem which you faced in your college or while traveling or anything. So developing an app or a website for that, so that not only you are helping yourself but the people who are around you. And then comes is that engage yourself in directly with the potential customers through surveys, interviews, which I've already said before, and focus through the gain insights in their pain points, like the challenges you're going to come through, and listen attentively to their experiences, like whatever problems they face at that time, and pinpoint underlying problems, so which will eventually help you while working on your own startup. And then the point come over here is, while we are editing on a problem, is like conduct a gap analysis, basically like how to identify disparities between current solutions and the ideal customers, like desired by the customers. Like this process will basically help you in highlighting areas where innovation and improvement is basically needed to bridge gap effectively. So basically, it will help you to prioritize the identified problems based on their severity, prevalence, and we can say and potential impact on target customers, because you have already taken the feedbacks and you know where's the pinpoint is. So you'll be able to focus on solving problems that are urgent and align with their strengths and resources. So by following all these steps, you can effectively define your idea and identify a problem worth solving, laying having a strong foundation for the development of a startup venture. And remember to be adaptable and open to iteration as you navigate the ideation process. So moving on to the next slides, we have some examples already, so which are about how we can already work on some inspirations, like, or about the impactful ideas. So the first we have is about the society and community. So basically in this, there's an example already given on your screen. This is about the rampant human life wildlife conflicts resulting in loss of lives. So basically, what you can do over here is working on some organization faced by our neighbors and societies. So the problem statement is already given on your screen, and it will help you to like how you can engage in these communities and use IoT and AI to track wildlife, send timely alerts to the rangers. So it will help that people in that uh, locality or the society to like get those alerts before something is happening about the destruction of property or anything. Moving on to the next, we have something about the personal productivity. So this is very crucial, I would say. What I'll say is, I'll give you a real life example. While we were working like a day before, Yuri and I was working on these slides only, like which example do we need to work on. So basically, we didn't jot down all the problems, and we didn't have any a proper app or something assistant app which can basically have our task aligned on a single app. So basically, Yuri forgot all the project which you need to mention in the project in the slides. So this is the real life problem which we are facing. Like many people struggle with managing their time and task effectively. Even I say about myself, uh, I'm not a not morning person who wakes up early. So basically, a day before when I'm going to sleep, I am jotting down all the things on a pen and paper. So it may happen that I'm not opening that notebook or a diary in the morning. So I'll be knowing what all my tasks are. So it will be very effectful, like if you build an AI powered personal assistant app, which will help users to plan, prioritize, and execute their tasks, and even based on their goals, preferences, aims, and deadlines. So this app will basically provide them the feedback, reminders, and suggestions to help the users improve their personal productivity and well-being. So this is very nice idea which I go through, and it will be very helpful. Like if any one of you in the chat can make this personal productivity app, we are very we are really gonna help you guys with how you guys are working on any of the idea which comes to your mind, and even you can comment your idea in the chat section, and we are there to help you always. And then we have also some next examples also. The third one is about natural disasters and pandemics. So this is all about how the person in your locality or a person in specific area can monitor, analyze, or forecast their natural hazards. So what will happen over here is you will be making an AI powered early warning system. So if by chance in any of an area there's a earthquake going to happen, so this app or specialized app will basically generate a alert or trigger system to the audience. So what will happen over here, so if anything any natural disaster or pandemic is going to happen at that certain of time, it will already create a trigger. So this will help people getting like before anything happening at that certain time or any false thing happening, the people will be alerted before that time. So it's very helpful, and you are already solving a social cause, and it's related to your environment only. Moving on to the next, we have basically this idea will also help you in catering those things like ideation and everything. This thing is very important, I would say, like how to use the brain writing technique to find a solution. This is very important because this is how I ideate my all ideas which I take part in competition, hackathons, or everything. So basically, first thing is you should have a clear problem statement or a goal on your working, and you should uh, keep a timer like on which time you're going to work on a specific thing, so that people who are all you'll be working on, so you will not be able to procrastinate things, or else what will happen is you're delaying all your tasks again and again. So this brain writing technique will help you to like write everything on a pen or paper, or even you can use PowerPoint, Notes, OneNote, etc., which you are comfortable with, and it will help you to like jot down all things in a specific place. And if you're currently working on your own, you can also ask Microsoft Copilot to help in this activity, as we'll be showing this also in the next slide as well. Uh, this is very effective, I would say, basically because this will help you to find a solution. So, and I want every one of you who are there live with us to write down all the ideas which comes in your mind, either in the chat section where we'll be will be very happy to guide you on those ideas as well, or either you can write those ideas in your notebook. It could be any crazy idea. We are looking for any idea, be it you're making a song, writing a book, you're how you're using Gen AI in those making raps, or about making a personalized website for yourself. It could be anything. You just need to write down all the interesting topics either in the chat section or either in your notebooks. It would be very helpful, and you can even exercise these uh, ideas on Microsoft Copilot. And then next we have Yuri will be telling you how you can prepare and set context using Microsoft Copilot, using the problems which are being given on the Microsoft Learn, and even showcasing your live demo projects. So heads over to you, Yuri.
All right, thanks. Yeah, let's get you the hands-on demo. So if you guys want to scan this QR code to join, it links to the very same website that I'm gonna get here. So yeah, you can just take some seconds back if you want and scan the QR code. But yeah, you're gonna get here. So we're gonna go to the unit 4 of this learning module, and basically, let me just explain it. What I'm gonna go through first. I'm just gonna do it plainly, the learning module as it says in the script, and as a way to kind of understand what are the reasons for each technique. And later, when we finish and we reach for the final deliverable here, then we're going to go some steps ahead, and we're going to reach for a more open-ended route where we're going to take these ideas and transform those into like some more structured and concise business case, statement, and summary for our startup. So yeah, let's get going. So the first thing we're gonna do is to open the Copilot website, and we're gonna do a split screen here, as it said, and we're gonna place the Copilot here on the right. So let me just refresh it. Yeah. So The next thing we want to do is to set the conversation style to the more precise one, and the reason for that is that we don't want the LLM to create some trippy random ass answers. We want to stick to this more precise. And yeah, so the next thing is we're just gonna set this. We're gonna use this role setting technique. So it's basically for setting the LLM and to kind of establishing the role that it's going to take. And here we're going to set as the innovator and problem solver uh, for it to work with us. So yeah, we just send the prompt here and we wait for the answer confirming. And yeah, one interesting thing to mention here in the Copilot is that we're just gonna see it at the end of the output, but we have a limit of 30 messages outputs here for one conversation. So yeah, it goes from 1 to 30, and this for your personal account. So it's also important to remember that if you refresh your page, you're going to lose this conversation. So keep in mind that we need to stick with this conversation. So yeah, now we're gonna just move to the next unit. And in this unit, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start introducing the idea. And here we're just gonna paste the same idea from the module. So it's about the human wildlife conflicts. And let's let's just see what it returns to us. So yeah, here we kind of also create some terrain for it to work on, and then we just place those three topics about our idea. Uh, those those prompts, they were kind of tailored to work better for those scenarios. So it's a good practice if you want to use just get to this screen and copy the prompts. So yeah, once we get the answer ready, which is gonna take a little. So yeah, in the meanwhile, I'm just gonna explain here. So the next prompt that we are gonna use is the last one, and it's used to create the executive summary. So let me break it down. So first, we're gonna just like explain. Okay, we want to create an extract and summarize the following key parts, and it's gonna be used for the summary. And here we're gonna place all the topics that we want to be in the summary. And at the last part, we just set the template. So it's kind of we ask, can you format in this structure? So it's going to have the title and the description. So it looks a little more neat to us. So yeah, let's just paste it. And we should get something close to that. So yeah, it looks really good. So just for finishing up, we want to have this as we showed in the slides. We want to have this template here. So oh, wrong button. Yeah, I want to open this link and you're gonna have access to the template. But what you want to do is to download this template for you to use on your own. But I just did it, so I have it open here. And what we are gonna do is just copy all of those outputs that we got from the statements for the executive summary, and we're gonna place it here in the correct the respective place. So yeah, after we have pasted all, of course we're gonna need to it's gonna look something like this, and we're gonna need to do some rephrasing here to adapt to a more like something closer to what we expect and we imagine. So yeah, you're gonna need to read it through and to rephrase it and change a little a word and another. But yeah, it's gonna look something like this. That's the Microsoft template that was given in the module. But what I wanted to do here is, as now we have finished the learning module, as it says in the script. So I want to do something a little further and kind of like get more to the real startup feeling. So I pushed a little further and I wanted to apply this to a project. And yeah, if you guys are willing to play along with me, I have a project that it's so it resonates a lot with me because in my background, I love to work with drones, fly drones, build drones, and I've always felt a struggle kind of managing the components and the builds, and this created the kind of the reason for me to start this project. So let's do it all again, but now do apply it for this drone project. What do you say? So yeah, it's kind of an app, a drone hub for you to manage your drone builds, your parts, and your flights. And you can see it all in a beautiful screen. All right, so yeah, let's refresh the screen and we're gonna lose everything. So yeah, we have Copilot again open and we're gonna set to more precise and we're gonna go back to the unit 4. Here, we're gonna copy the first prompt, setting the role. Yeah, let's go really quick to the unit 5. And now we're gonna introduce the idea, but here, let us define this drone project context. So for me, I would say the challenge of organizing and managing drone components. Maybe I do some typos here, but yeah. Components, builds, and maintenance is, let's say, overwhelming for pilots. Yeah. To make it a little quicker, I've done two other phrases here. So I'm just gonna paste here. So yeah, the current tools lack integration and fail to offer insights on performance, cost, and parts compatibility. Sorry, in one place. And yeah, the last sentence is that what we want as the features, what we expect as features in this app. So our digital hangar leverages AI to revolutionize drone management with features like build management, inventory oversight, simulated performance, cost tracking, and so on. So yeah, let's just send it. And now the last step, as we talked about already, is to build the executive summary. Uh, so just to spice it up a little bit, again, we're not gonna do those topics that were already in the module. So what we are gonna do is we're gonna bring new topics, and I've selected here 10 topics for us to have in the summary. Now we're going to have an overview, a problem, statement, solution, motivation, objectives, target audience. So this is a new one, and also a description of the product, service, business model, required skills, and risks and challenges. Yeah, it looks fine to me. So once we have this output done, we can go and just run this. So if you have any questions and if you have any ideas and like any complaints, just let me know in the comments, and I can address them. So yeah, the output is ready. So let's run that and get our last executive summary for this drone hub idea. Let's see what we get, and let's see if it resonates with what I was imagining, expecting for the start. So yeah, an overview: an AI-powered digital hangar for comprehensive drone management. It looks pretty cool. We can make it better, but yeah, we're gonna get you there. And yeah, problem, the challenge of organizing, managing overrun for policy is what I said, but yeah, it kind of sounds about right. So yeah, once we have all of those ready, I took some time to create a one. Oh, yeah, just refreshing. Yeah, I took some time to create a OneNote file here to kind of paste as a template here. So what we're gonna do is just copy all of those statements and just place it here. But of course, I'm not gonna do it all for the 10 items. But yeah, we're gonna paste it here in this template. And if you wanna access to the template, I'm gonna provide it later. But yeah, so we are just gonna copy and paste in the template, and it's gonna look something like this. So yeah, I put a tag here for us to check it if it's according to what you expect. So yeah, you have the overview statement, the problem statement, the solution, the motivation, the objectives, and this is good to kind of align with all the people that you have in the team and also the people that you are presenting the startup idea. So once we have this ideation statements, which is pretty good to kind of get your startup started itself. So the next step that I imagine is the branding. So you want a good branding for your startup, your project, because you want it to be appealing, and yeah, it kind of sells the idea better. So yeah, the next step is to have the name, logo, color palette, the cover image, some background image, and reference image font. So I put some examples here of stuff that you want to have in your branding. But yeah, I did some of them here in the beginning. This doesn't look perfect, but we could make it better. And yeah, the fun thing is in this template here, I've did some iterations of prompts here. I've tried a couple of them and kind of doing some prompt engineering, and I've reached some that I could say was the best possible prompts that you could use for each one of the statements. So I put the prompt here for you to generate the statement, and here underneath you can just place your statement itself. So yeah, it goes the same for all the statements, and you can just iterate in Copilot and ask it, um, like explaining your project and putting the prompt itself here, and you're probably gonna have a good statement to get started. So yeah, maybe a good thing to mention is just one thing that is different is that so far we just did the LLM using text, and now I want to show a different feature. So here we have for the logo, we're going to create an image, and yeah, of course, we cannot just ask Copilot, uh, but we could go for the designer, Microsoft Designer page. But we also have here in Copilot the designer feature, so you can just paste your prompt here that I gave you, and give a brief description like logo for drone. project or drone app. So let's put some characteristics like orange lines and dark blue background. What else? Let's give a vibe of tech. Yeah, and then we're gonna run, and here we're gonna have uh, outputs of the logos of the logos that we are gonna have to we're gonna have available to work with. So yeah, yeah, it's just giving me text. Now goes the image. Yeah. So yeah, um, this maybe sounds a little simple at some time, but yeah, there you go. Maybe sounds a little simple, but I think if you get this, it's kind of like the idea here is to show you the tools that you could use, like leveraging AI, of course, but the tools that you can use to produce all your basic skeleton for the startup. And later, I'm gonna show you like some more like advanced stage. Now it's like the really the first step that we're taking. So ideating, as Chen Chao said, the brain writing technique or brainstorming, and yeah, now we're just generating the logos and the statements, the problem, understanding a little better. But yeah, once we are finished as we are now, we can say here, yeah, we can go for the business model canvas that I put here. So I brought some examples that from that drone project, and the value proposition canvas and the golden circle canvas. So it kind of like builds up one step after the other. And yeah, after you've done it, congratulations, you have your first step of your startup. But now, uh, where should we go? So yeah, it's kind of like we have reached the scope of the learning module here. But what is the next step? So the next step is we want to ideate your or like create your MVP. So what does it look like? The app that I mentioned. So it's to manage your drones, builds and parts. So I took some time to create a little MVP here for you to understand like how it would work. So it's a place where you could see your drone builds and your performance of the drones and the parts. And this is good to mention because this is the next step for your startup. And this is also going to be covered in the series. So the next session, which is tomorrow at the same time that this session started, is going to be covering the MVP and how to get your app started and how to uh, take the next step. All right, so I think I can just bring us back to the slides where I can show you the QR code for you to access the deck PowerPoint template from the learning module and also the OneNote, sorry, that I produced. So yeah, it has a password. So the password is Learn Live, and yeah, you can just get it here and download and just use it for ideating your startup. All right, so we've reached the conclusion. Congrats to all of us for that. And yeah, now yeah, I just want to pass it over to Cheng Chao for the last conclusions.
Yeah, thanks, Yuri. So, things that you guys need to consider next is like we have already covered and told you about how you can use Gen AI to ideate your startup and even showed you live project demos. So, what you can do next is the next challenge project is all about how you can sketch out your own prototype and build your MVP, which is minimal viable product. So which will be very helpful for you to make how to stand out from the crowd, and you can access all these projects and challenges and even the modules on Microsoft Learn as well. And then moving on to the next, we have a knowledge check. So I guess we'll be providing you the link in the chat section only, and you guys can scan the QR code, and even you can use the link which is given, vote at aka.ms, and the polls will be given to you in the chat section as well, or either you can scan the QR code. So the first question, guys, is on your screen. So the first question is, what is the main purpose of ideation in design thinking? And the options are given as to evaluate the feasibility and viability of the ideas generated. Second one is to generate as many ideas as possible. Third one is about to prototype and test the most promising ideas with users. So I want all of you guys to answer the question with the poll, or either by scanning the QR code. And I want Yuri to answer this. Let's check how much he has learned throughout the session, even when I was speaking. So Yuri, what's the answer you say? Like, which is the right answer according to you?
Yeah, maybe we just wait for a minute so people can vote, and
Yeah,
when you
yeah, sure.
say it's fine, we can just
Yeah,
check it.
maybe we can give them 5 to 10 seconds more so that they can even answer it.
All right. Yeah, I think it's fine. So yeah, let's see the main purpose of ideation, design thinking. Yeah, the option A, to evaluate feasibility, that's kind of like applying some filters of viability to ideas. That does not apply. It's more B, I would say, to generate ideas and to just like brainstorm and create more options as possible. And C
Okay.
is also checking the most promising ideas. So it's kind of also applying filters of feasibility. So yeah, I would say B.
Okay, so let's see what's the answer. And the answer is
Oh,
B. Okay,
what a
yes, so it's
surprise.
correct. Okay, so plus one to all the audience and Yuri as well, who have answered this question as correct. So the answer is to generate as many ideas to possible, because it will help you in brainstorming, and as Yuri said while explaining all the options. So moving on to the next question, question two, which is about what does the brain writing technique is about. So I have already covered about brain writing technique. You can either scan the QR code and you will be getting the link in the chat section. So all the options are given as the option A is about it is a technique for rapid fire generation that involves writing down and shaping ideas in the group. The option B is about it's a technique for evaluating and selecting the best ideas from a pool of generated ideas. And the last option, it says it's a technique for prototyping and testing the most promising ideas with users and stakeholders. So I want everyone and each one of you to answer this question. And Yuri, you tell me what would be the answer.
Yeah, I see people are still voting, and oh, yeah, we've got 2 votes for A, 3 votes for B. Um, Now, oh, it's kind of raising up. Yeah. Uh, all right. So yeah, apparently B is on the head winning.
Okay.
So now A. Oh,
Okay,
it's
so
a
the
good
audience is
run
actually
here.
confusing us as well.
Yeah, yeah. Now we got it right. A is in the lead. So yeah, the correct option is A.
Okay,
I
so
would
let's
say
see what's the answer.
yeah. We got the most votes for A, and let's see.
Yes.
Yay!
Kudos to everyone who have given the right
Awesome.
answer. And the answer is option A. So basically, brain writing technique is about for rapid idea generation, where you can write all your ideas either on the sticky notes, paper, or OneNote, wherever you are feeling right, because it will help you in sharing your ideas in the group, and basically helping It will help you to jot down all the problems in a one notebook, which will be very easy for you to like help in creativity as well. So, congrats to all of you who have given both the answers as correct, and you all are actually awesome. So, moving on to the next, we will be concluding this session uh, where we covered about how we can utilize various features or capabilities of using Microsoft Designer, Copilot, ChatGPT, or DALL-E for image generation, and about even talked about prompt writing tips, which Yuri covered, how you can use the deck for making problem statements, solution using Microsoft Copilot, and even you can use it for research purpose to get out the stats, numbers, or the market trends for your startups. And then, in conclusion, I would just say the era of Gen AI presents us with unprecedented opportunities to ideate and innovate in the startup landscape. So, by harnessing the power AI driven of tools and technologies, we can unlock new frontiers of creativity, problem solving, and entrepreneurship. So let's embrace the possibilities, leverage the tools at our disposal, and embark on a journey of transported ideation to shape a better future. So thank you, Yuri. Thank you, everyone, for joining with us. If you have any questions, you can write in the comment section and let us know what you guys want to build in future. You can even connect with us on LinkedIn. We'll be very happy to help you with the startup ideation. And thank you to Danny as well. He's not in the front end, but he helped us in like having a smooth functioning of this whole session, working on YouTube Live. So thank you, everyone.
Yeah. So yeah, if we don't have any further questions in the comments, um, yeah, let's just wait a couple of minutes and
Actually, I
yeah.
see a comment of someone, I don't know. When we were talking about ideas, there's Pork Chops. He said he wants to build an idea about to monitor bald eagle nests to improve their habitat. Actually, I found this idea very creative because you are actually like helping wildlife conservation efforts and protecting their habitat. So it will be very nice. Just let me know how you're gonna proceed further with this idea, because you'll be basically collaborating with local wildlife conservation, some organization, even government agencies or researchers to identify the existing bald eagle nesting sites in your area. So let us know like how you're gonna monitor things and document habitat characteristics and everything. But I would say the idea about this is fantastic. Like working on something which is gonna monitoring about baling and nest is very nice.
Awesome. Yeah, just the question here was from Rebecca was if the password is learn live. Yeah, and the yeah, it's case sensitive. Yeah, so the first letter of each word is uppercase. Yeah, should be working. But yeah, if there's no further questions, just want to give a big thanks to Danny, our producer here, Carlotta, our moderator, and for you guys to putting up with us. And yeah, it was awesome having you guys in the session. And I hope you guys follow along with the rest of the series.
Okay, thank you everyone and have a good day. Bye bye.
Bye. Have a good day.